Alright guys, today I'm going to teach you guys how to play Jax top lane in Season 12. So, what you want to be running right now is Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, and then also Biscuits with the Time Warp Tonic. But we also have Say Corrupting Potion, which we are going to be combining with the Time Warp Tonic, you know, to get the best sustain. And then also we have Ignite for the healing, which Graves is going to get eventually. Now, this is a matchup I would say is actually really good for us. We're definitely going to go for Blade as a first item right here.
Bring it on.
This is a really good matchup because like the moment we reach level 2 and then specifically level 3, if we can successfully manage to like stack up the wave, we can literally just basically queue into Graves and always win. You know, the only way for him to like counter us is by using his W and then like dashing away. But yeah, we have much better odds, you know, winning those fights. Much more. And also, of course, like he can poke us like crazy, but that's like not an issue for me.
Ready for battle.
Just gotta poke us here. It's okay if you lose a little bit of farm. Don't worry about it too much. Make sure you always stand behind the wave. If Graves ever plans on like trying to fight you, the wave is like the best way to counter him.
Surprise! I'm back.
Also trying to like hold your E is like the best thing you can do. Got him. There you go. I find it pretty interesting because Graves tried to like outplay me right there. He tried like Wing me and like dashing into the direction of my tower because he was level 3 and I was level 2. But the thing is like with Jax, the longer you can hold your counter strike and blocking his damage, the better it is. Right? So usually when you play Jax, you're in certain matchups, you're looking to use your counter strike like as soon as possible, like your second counter strike, you know? Trying to activate the stun, but with Graves is like a lot different. You just try to hold it for as long as you can so you can block the most damage possible. You know. Of course he's gonna try to like poke us. It's looking pretty good for him, although I'm not too worried. Trying to walk back here. He's probably gonna try and like auto me a couple times. Still got like some sustain left. Oh, I actually tried like Q auto and W, but not a good time for the animation. Okay, let's move up a little. We still have to get our backboard done. We still have way too much gold in the pocket at the moment. But it's just a matter of patience.
Ready for battle.
Walk back once again. I'm gonna make sure not to get caught by auto attacks. I'd much rather like drop a little bit of farm to be safe. Once again, I'm not necessarily focused around hitting my stun. I'm just focused on blocking the auto attacks. That's why I'm holding for as long as I can. There we go. Now we hard push. There we go. And then we're gonna reset.
Who's next?
Okay. So now, the first thing we're gonna do, probably most of you guys would go for Divine Sunner or Trinity Force. What we're gonna do is actually go for Blade as the first item. And I'll specifically go for the Record Bow. Also get a Longsword and Tier 1 boots. So now it's going to be fun, guys. You will see. By the way, El Diablo. Hey, thank you for the sub, man. Hey, thank you so much for the support. Welcome to the sub family, man. Awesome.
Surprise! I'm back.
So now the wave is going to crash back into me. And there's nothing that Graves can do about it. If we can successfully thin out this wave, then we can actually turn around. I hope we can stack the wave up. If that one landed, he would have been dead for sure. Okay, he's dead. See you later. The always fun thing, most people don't expect Jax to turn around after using the Counter-Strike. And then usually you see like people like Graves or Cannon or champions that are ranged, usually you see them like turn around. You know, fun thing with Jax, if the people walk close to you, they walk into your direction, you just turn around with your Q and W and your auto attacks. Super cheesy. You like the streams? Okay, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Alright, so now we just, you know, remain a little bit patient. Grace will eventually come back, and once he does, I'm just going to do the same thing on repeat. I will instantly jump back into him with my Q whenever we can. He's going to EUA, sure. I cannot take the cannon because otherwise I would take too much damage. Nice. I know I'm dropping a lot of farm to pull this off, but it's definitely worth it. Shaco is here, apparently. Gotta be a little careful here. Wait a second. Let's see if I can grab one here. I hope he thinks that I'm actually backing off. Oh yeah, I was trying to time it on the CS. I was watching the CS and seeing when he would farm it, but he didn't fall for it. Good chance Shaco is probably here. He's not really walking anymore. Where's this guy? Yeah, he's just completely backing off, I guess. He's not even gonna bother anymore. I actually kind of want to try to like force plates. Yeah, I can't really do much. It's kind of fortunate that Shaco came in to like stop me from the plates.
Let me at him.
Wow. Also a Kale down here. What? So let's get the pickaxe next, and we're also gonna go for the Lifesteal Scepter.
Ready for battle.
Quick question: did you see like an OTP Jax but Ghost Ignite? It's broken. Well, I don't really know. Ghost and Ignite Jax is certainly not bad. I understand why it's being played.
Surprise.
Would you give up like Flash, and everything else for it? I suppose you could, but it's. You don't have the playstyle is kind of different. You're playing a little bit different because Ghost is good for snowballing, but at the same time it's a little bit risky at the start of the game. But yeah, it's not bad. Certainly not. Thankfully, like my team got Graves. We're chilling here. Oh, seems like there's a TP. Of course, we're getting ganked a secondary time. Of course. I hope he's gonna move up this time. Will he risk it? Now he does, I guess. Alright, sure. I'll sustain myself back up anyway, that's fine. But yeah, like with Jax, you know, you have the bruiser matchups, you have the ranged matchups, they're all pretty good with Jax. As you can see, you know, Graves is a top laner, which has been meta for a really long time, but as you can see, like Jax, it's just easy, man. We just roll over him. All we have to do every single time is just spam QW auto. Every single time he gets into my range. And the same thing goes for so many other matchups, man. Okay. So I guess he didn't expect me to be here. Got him too. Now we go back to hard pushing it. One thing I want to mention real quick. Usually when people play Jax, they tend to max E after W. For this game, that's a little bit differently. If you're playing against like a ranged matchup, right? You're playing against Cannon, Lissandra, Graves, Jace, a couple other, you know, you always go for the Q max after W because you want the cooldown, everything to be as low as possible for jumping. Counter-Strike is only useful if you're playing against bruiser matchups that tends to have a lot of damage through auto attacks, right? So for example, you have Trinity. You're much more willing to max Counter-Strike secondary if you play against Trinity, right? So you always want to like adapt, like depending on like what you're playing against. Let's go for this one right now. Now, as for the build, there are two builds. You have the Divine Sunner build. You're always going to build that because, you're going to build that into like tank games, right? You're playing as a massive tank top lane, for example. This game, we're definitely not building a Divine Sunner. Instead, we're going to go Trinity Force after Blade because you can just shred down Grace and Shake on everything super easily with Trinity Force. You don't need Divine Sunner for that. Let's see here. Seems like we're getting like the team top lane. Let's see how that's gonna work. We can just dive him. Okay. Nice, not bad. That's your shaker right here. Take some plates. Leave it up to Warwick. Nice, not bad. Garen is actually doing a great job this game, by the way. Oh, I tried predicting where he was going to be. Oh, that was actually the real one. I somehow felt like it was the real one. I kind of saw like how he was playing it. So I was sort of predicting. We had like I fully stacked my ultimate passive so we could gain like the most damage. He's not gonna get him. Okay, so next we're gonna be... I hope that my jungle is gonna appreciate it a little bit if I take the blue buff. I'm gonna take the blue buff, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate back top lane, and I'm gonna force wave after wave. Just spamming everything, like all my abilities, and trying to get some jungle camps, trying to get couches and stuff like that. Usually I don't really... I'm not really a huge fan of like stealing blue buffs from the jungle, but I want this to work very, very well. You know, Jax has a lot of mana, you know, that is being used. So I want to use it. Game's going pretty well, so it's not going to affect him too much. Nice. Let's go for the tower. There's two people in mid, so I can chill here. Okay, let's go for the jungle camp. There's one wave coming. Hello there, Shaco. course he hits that, but who cares? It's all fine.
I'm back.
Let's grab this one. Nice. Go back top, take the wave.
Let me at 'em.
They should be around here. Now we'll farm out this camp here and then probably just rotate mid. Oh, he's going that way. By the way, if you guys are like curious to like why I have the ward being set to the circle, usually I turn it off when I play Jax, but I got it on for this game.
Bring it on.
But usually I have it off. Wait a moment. There we go. That's better. That jumps a lot better for me. You should always, like when you play Jax, you should always have the trinket so that, you know, you don't have to like give it a second permission. It's way better for jumping. Let's get Trinity Force. Next we're gonna go for we're gonna go for mercs. That stance. There you go. Usually, guys, when I play Jax, I always tend to go for a wits end. That's usually my primary, like as a third item. But for this game, we don't need that, man. Like all they have is a Kayle and Seraphine. These guys are both incredibly far behind. The guy that does the most damage is Shaco, Graves, and Jinx. So I'm just gonna start building towards that sense, and then probably get wits end as a fourth item. Where are you, buddy? This guy's already giving up. He knows he's dead. Let's get next wave here. Nice. Now we rotate bed. Hey, Garen has the Herald, so he can literally just spawn it in lane. Yep. Nice. Oh, wait, what? Oh, man. Cleaned up very hard. Oh, yeah, they actually, like, cleaned up the Herald before it actually landed. I kind of want to jump in. But they're baiting. Yeah, they're baiting 100%. Would she walk closer here? I wonder. That's like 1 W. Another one. Will he try? Nope. Nope, he's not going to try. I was really hoping he would walk closer. Yeah, this game is over. Yep. Let's pop my ultimate. Either way, guys, this is Jax top lane. Thanks so much for watching today's YouTube video. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.